Good morning and welcome to my channel. Let's dig into a Frontline summary for the morning of 25 of March 2025. Zaporizhzhia Front. No significant changes in the LBS. Russian troops continue to show offensive activity, but the Ukrainian armed forces managed to retreat from the first attacks of our army and were able to organize in defense. Fighting continues in the direction of Lobkovo and in the area of Malye-Sherbaki. Donetsk Front. Fierce fighting continues here in several directions. Russian troops repelled a counterattack by the Ukrainian armed forces in the area of Constantinople. There are advances by the Russian armed forces in Udakhny. The enemy is trying to counterattack in this area and dislodge our troops from the occupied lines in Udakhny and Kotlino. Fighting continues in Shevchenko, where Russian troops are regaining positions lost as a result of Ukrainian counterattacks. Chasiv-Yarsk direction. Heavy urban fighting continues here. Russian troops are trying to dislodge the enemy from their positions. No advances by our troops have been reported over the past 24 hours. Russian troops are also continuing to put pressure on the Ukrainian armed forces' defences on the flanks. Kursk region. The Russian armed forces are continuing to liberate the remaining territory of the Kursk region under the control of the Ukrainian armed forces. Heavy fighting is underway in a number of areas. Russian troops are also continuing their offensive in the Sumy region. Yesterday, it became known about another section of the border where the Russian armed forces were able to enter Ukrainian territory near the settlement of Veselovka. It is also reported that the Russian armed forces are advancing in the direction of Zhuravka, Belgorod region. Here, fighting continues in the area of Demidovka, which apparently has turned into a grey zone. Ukrainian troops also attacked a stronghold border point near the settlement of Popovka. The enemy group's advance was repelled, but the situation in the area may have changed overnight. There is currently no reliable information about the status of Popovka. Most likely it, like Demidovka, is in the grey zone. The enemy has not yet used heavy equipment for attacks, limiting itself to mobile infantry groups, but as they advance and create a sensible bridgehead, a new attack by the Ukrainian armed forces is a matter of time. Thank you for listening to this summary, which is based on information from the War Gonzo maps. Please follow him and visit my Substack, the link put here, where I update and analyze current events. Today's post, titled "If I Had Stayed Home," discusses the dire situation for American mercenaries in Ukraine. Many of these foreign fighters, once seen as defenders of democracy, now regret their involvement in the conflict. They face destruction from both Russian forces and Ukrainian nationalists, leaving them in a state of panic. Their situation has worsened as the White House distances itself from them, no longer recognizing their efforts as part of a noble cause, but rather viewing them as mercenaries abandoned by both sides. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.